So previously I made a video about what I want versus what you want from, like content in general. And this was in the form of a response to a post made by Ryan. Okay, so when I say response, I don't actually mean he's talking to me. I just mean that I'm commenting on this with my own thoughts. So this video is going to be kind of like a follow-up to that, because he's made a video responding to those comments from that post he made. I also made a reaction video to that sort of video, but I kind of felt like it was a bit too long and I rambled quite a bit. And I also felt like I didn't put across the thoughts that I wanted to put across. So if you're interested in actually watching the video regardless, then go to the link in the description there. And now onto the video.
Whenever I start a series on this channel, it's because it's a game I love, I'm very passionate about, and I want to share that with you guys too. Series just do not really perform that great anymore. As much as I wish they would, I would love to have done 20 parts on Dying Like the Beast. I would love to play that game 100% all the way through, but in this current YouTube climate, that is just not what the algorithm wants no more. And it sucks because I have to say that, it's what I want.
Okay, so when it comes to doing a series of a game on YouTube now, I feel like it's better to do a series on something that you really enjoy and the audience will likely pick up on that. If you could start a series on a game and you end up not enjoying it as much, then the best thing that you can do is to communicate that to your audience so that they know that you're likely to not continue playing that game. You shouldn't really play a game that you don't enjoy just because your audience wants you to keep going with that game. Although that kind of depends on how far you are into the game though.
I like it when the entertainer is their full self. You seem to be held back by the idea that you're in it for the kids, but the kids you entertained are grown up now. You can start treating your gameplay and commentary with more ferocity, and the people who will stay, and the people who leave will leave. I'm not really sure what they mean by like you're in it for the kids. Do they mean because I don't cuss? Because that's like the only thing that kind of makes my channel, like, I guess, more kid-friendly, if it even can be, like, considering the games we play and the things we do in them.
Okay, so something I wanted to say about this is I swear a fair amount in my videos, and mostly just because that's kind of how I express myself, and I prefer to not censor myself. If I literally have to censor myself, just so that the video is able to reach people, then that's kind of what I just have to do. One thing I don't want to do is cater my content to the algorithm, as that's just kind of like a way of saying I'm letting the higher ups take control. I also think that the comments saying about doing it for the kids could also be about putting in random memes into the editing to make the kids laugh maybe. Now, I personally don't do that unless like something in the game I'm playing is said, or I say something that makes me think of a meme and I'll just put it in there for the lols. But I don't do that often at all, and I prefer to keep that pretty sparse.
But for me personally, I'm like, there's edits I do sometimes and I'm just like, I'm almost doing it for the sake of doing it because I know I've always done it like in the past. Something that definitely I don't think helps is I don't have enough time to breathe in between content.
That's also another thing. You need to allow breathing time in the videos that you create. Especially in the Let's Play content era, you need to keep in some sort of dead air because like if you don't, it will feel like you're just getting non-stop chatter, and I don't really think that's good for the brain.
There's always a baseline. I always make sure that everything that I'm doing on the channel, I know I'm going to enjoy in some way or another. I wouldn't say I ever force myself to enjoy the content that I post on this channel. There are times when I just don't post videos if I feel that way. Like,
I will admit, I have at times continued playing a game, even if I don't enjoy playing the game. Just because I feel like if I don't play it to a certain extent, I feel like my opinion towards the game will be invalid because I haven't really played enough of it.
The only thing I've really thought about when it comes to something like this, and because I have also considered, like, it is a shame. Some games I want to see through to the end, and I'm always excited to play the games on my channel, like I say. And then, like, when they don't perform well, I almost tie my emotions and the happiness I feel about playing that game again to the sort of the performance of that video, if that makes sense.
You know what, this is sort of something that I've also struggled with. If the performance of the video doesn't do well, is it because people don't care about the game? Or is it because they don't have the time to watch me play the game? Or they just don't care about me? But then I've considered that either people are just, you know, genuinely busy and they'll maybe watch it whenever they have the time to, or it's just a game that doesn't particularly interest them. Although saying all of this, that shouldn't really deter you from playing more. I know that this is his, you know, livelihood and his way of generating income, but dictating every decision you make based on data, you will kind of fall short. But then also, it's kind of YouTube's fault for turning its platform into a viral content machine for television. If you're not producing content that has the potential to go viral, YouTube just won't consider it, and it won't get pushed out.
Alright, here we go. I feel like you can rush games a bit, and it can feel like you're not really enjoying them as much as you used to. The slower, less edited videos where you take your time, without a doubt, your best and most charming. Maybe I'm just being nostalgic, but there was this real genuine vibe and feel that came through on camera. As someone who started watching at that point and has been for years now, the vibes all got me watching your channel. Yo, I really appreciate that. That's super cool.
Putting less editing into the Let's Play content, I think it will make people want to watch more of that content. Putting editing in places that's not really needed, necessary, just because of retention, is only going to hurt the video itself of being enjoyed, really. As long as you're enjoying the process altogether and letting the content speak for itself, I think that's just really all that matters.
I'm not gonna lie, there are times where I just straight up skip uploads or videos because I see other people get to it first and I'm just like, well, what's the point in me kind of putting in the effort? People have already seen it, maybe they're not gonna wanna watch someone else play through it. And I actually skipped out on a couple of public combo horror games because of that. Like, there are people out there with just like amazing personalities that obviously don't have to rely on editing as much, so they can just kind of record, get the stuff out quicker.
This is also another one that I struggle with, even to this day, to be fair. It's like you have this amazing creator who plays this long game and has such good thoughts and analysis on the game and just overall a fun experience to be around. Come to me though, what do I have? I've asked myself the same question a lot and it's kind of strayed me away from just playing some games, because like, what value do I bring to the table? What makes me matter as much as like the others? Now personally, I really hate this way of thinking, because it's like, it's a way of choosing people, and I don't really like choosing people, and I'm sure you don't either. I just think at the end of the day, it's about what you enjoy making and sharing that to the internet and just being lucky as to how much attention it may bring. One other thing, people love to see others reacting to their favourite games. I mean, heck, I've been introduced to a bunch of new Let's Players, streamers, just because they've popped up on my homepage alongside my favourite games, and I just, you know, I gave them a bit of a watch. It's more about finding more people that are similar to you and your vibe, and just, you know, following them in their journey and supporting them.
The way I've always seen my content, and I've always struggled, but like the major thing when it comes to content creation that has been like one of the hardest hurdles for me, and I've still not gone over that hurdle, is I see my content as having zero value if I don't put the edits into it.
You know what, it might be a little bit silly and stupid of me to say, but I actually think of myself as kind of boring. It's just interesting how you think of yourself a certain way, mostly negative, but then people around you will think otherwise, and it's just so weird to think about, really.
I try my best to not edit videos like that as much. I try so hard, but then when I watch the video back, I get this gut reaction. I literally feel anger at myself because I'm like, this isn't, like, just shut up. Like, this isn't entertaining. And so then I edit so much. And it's like, I just feel like, I don't know, bro. It's so hard to differentiate between like what am I doing the good stuff like when I turn the camera on and I'm talking and stuff.
Now, what you might call not entertaining might be entertaining for someone else. It's hard to say what is entertaining when you're just, you know, playing and reacting to something. Most of the time, just being yourself is entertainment enough. People want that connection, that relatability factor.
When I'm in the editing zone, when I'm editing through a video, I'm in that mindset immediately. It's like boring, do the edits, do the stuff, make it interesting.
Actually, this is exactly how I feel, and I hate it. I do think it's, one, being about confidence in yourself, and two, about how insecure you feel, unless they're the same thing. Sometimes you do need to just let the content stay raw and speak for itself. I sometimes don't really zoom my face cam because I kind of just equate it to being like a funny moment. But maybe that's just my overthinking brain when editing. Ugh.
Because immediately my gut reaction is like, no, start doing stuff, do more.
Start doing stuff. Do more. All I will say to this is less is more. I honestly don't think that phrase will ever die out.
And sometimes you just have to say, like, am I going to enjoy it? Because if the answer is yes, maybe that's all it takes, and I should just kind of do that, play the game, throw it out there, and see what you guys think. So
exactly. Just try it out, and if you're enjoying it and having fun with it, then I'm sure the audience will feel that fun and enjoy it with you.
One thing I miss sometimes is a sense of being in the experience with you. Some creators make it feel like you're hanging out with a friend while playing together, whereas your videos often feel like you're watching someone perform for an audience. It's a small thing, but maybe using a slightly more conversational tone could help make the viewer feel like they're right there alongside you instead of just one of your many viewers. It's that what creates a stronger connection with the YouTuber themselves, in my opinion. This is actually a very respectable comment. I like this. Being more sincere and truthful with your audience also helps with this. You don't need to hype most of us up, but I feel like most have been a fan for years and we're older now, and it could be worth a shot to try and grow with your audience. This is very, very, very fair. I think this is the sort of stuff I'm happy you guys are willing to share this with me. This is really good.
When it comes to this comment, I kind of think of it like the relationship between a live stream and a video. A video, you're going to expect it to be edited in some ways, but a live stream is going to have like no edits because, you know, of course, of it being live. So the feeling of hanging out with the creators kind of within the live stream space. I personally prefer videos because it's edited in a way that shows the creator's thoughts and feelings, but also crops out the parts where nothing happens. Something that I don't see a lot of another YouTuber doing. And yes, it's preferable to see someone being more genuine and sincere within their commentary, whilst also making jokes. You know, it's all part of being human. And hey, that's a TV show that I think I watched, or was that called Almost Human? I can't remember.
I feel like I should keep things a bit more natural at points. There's definitely times where I think I hold back what I say, and I don't think I need to really. Like, I'm just trying to have fun after all. Not everything has to be said like freaking loud and boisterous. You know, we can be chill about it. We can enjoy games like that. Look at people like Queso. Like, he has his moments, right? We all have our moments, but he also has those lower moments, right?
See, like, I get where he's coming from about holding back stuff. It's similarly to how Markiplier, I think, approaches thoughts when playing games. You don't want to seem like you're hating on the game, but you also want to voice out your thoughts at the same time. This is why I try to strike a bit of a balance between being critical of a game, but also saying that the game probably just isn't for me. Because I really, really, really don't like being negative. But I also prefer to be honest and communicate my thoughts and feelings.
My main problem is how oblivious you are sometimes, for lack of a better word. I've watched multiple series of yours where you end up completely skipping instructions and not paying attention, and then you've went on about how difficult it is. You know, guys, I actually think what this is probably due to me being in like commentary mode sometimes. So when I'm reading instructions, I'm part aware. I'm like, yeah, the camera's on me. Like, you guys don't want to read instructions forever. So I'm probably trying to skip through it to get to the gameplay more. That's probably something I could like easily clean up. I just got to make a better habit of doing that.
When it comes to this sort of comment, I feel like there's a strange relationship between content creator and the viewer. The content creator is trying to strike a bit of a balance between being entertaining and playing the game and paying attention to the game, the viewer is watching the video but notices things that the creator sometimes struggles to. I know I've had my fair share of this, but not necessarily when it comes to content though. I have been playing a game in like the living room and someone in my family was like, "You do know that this is here, right?" And I was like, how did I not notice that? And then when I see someone playing a game, I notice this thing and that seemingly the person playing the game doesn't seem to notice. I just think that sometimes you do need to read something for yourself but cut it out for a video and maybe make a summary of what you understood from what you read. Also, it's very, very likely that the person not reacting in a video is going to be more attentive towards smaller details than the person reacting in a video. And that's kind of just the way it is, really. I mean, if you're expecting the reactor to get the details that you've gotten, that's kind of just not going to happen. At least not at first. This is why the relationship between the reactor and the viewer can be crucial, because the viewer is noticing these details that wash right past you, and the viewer can also help fill in the gaps for you. Yes, it's preferable to get it yourself, but sometimes a helping hand is okay. Something I really need to tell myself.
I like it when YouTubers are chilled out and are speaking to their audience like a one-to-one conversation. Those are the times I connect with the content creator. I'm seeing a pattern here, guys. I'm seeing a pattern here. I'm sure you guys are starting to see it too. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna be loud and annoying on it.
Bro, how dare you be Mr. Beast?
And if a game's maybe starting to kind of drag on or kind of get, like, it irks me a little bit, we use, no, ick. That's the word, isn't it? We say ick nowadays.
I will murder you. I think this is pretty much everything I wanted to comment about towards this video. I'm probably going to miss something, but you know, hey, that's just how things go. It's incredibly unlikely that he will watch this video, but I just wanted to make this video because I feel like we're relatively feeling the same. Despite myself not getting any income from video making currently, I still kind of struggle with this myself as well. Also, before I wrap up this video, there's just something I wanted to mention. I have been called British Markiplier at least a couple of times now. And I don't know whether that's a joke or people being serious, but if it's not a joke, and if I saw more comments like that, I would be over the moon. In case you weren't aware, I heavily look up to Markiplier. He's probably the same height as me, so I don't have to look up that much. But yeah, he's kind of my idol, and I'm just glad that I've been idolizing the right people, because these people have helped me become the person that I am today. I mean, obviously not directly, but indirect help is still help regardless. These people have shown me constantly that if you have the passion and you enjoy what you do, success will come to you. It may take some time, and it usually does, but it will happen. Anyway, I'm supposed to be wrapping up this video. I hope that this has been somewhat entertaining to some people, and most of all, informative. But alas, everyone, thank you so much for watching and or listening, and I will see you guys next time. Stay surviving, everybody, and stay striking.